Welcome back, everyone, to Dubster Dive, the series where I break down an English dub, tells you what works, what doesn't, and we have a laugh. I mess up, and everyone has fun, I hope. And today, we are covering Higurashi Sotsu, because it seems like no matter how much I try to run away from Hinamizawa, something keeps bringing me back to this cursed town. Anyways, let's see how Sotsu stacks up, because if you've seen my video on Higurashi Go, well, I didn't have very many kind things to say about it. Yeah. Go itself was fine, but the dub was another story. So, if you're not familiar with Higurashi, I highly suggest against watching this vid. I will be spoiling the hell out of Go and Sotsu and Higurashi as a whole. And in short, Higurashi is a series I do want people to experience. I absolutely love this franchise. The visual novel, the 06 anime, its spiritual successor series, Umineko. Kakonia is alright. It's only in phase 1, though. Can't make much of an opinion based on that. But in short, over the last 18 months or so, I have consumed more When They Cry than I thought possible. I even went out of my way to get the English translation patch for the console-exclusive arcs. Yes, that is how deeply I fell in love with this franchise. Sotsu, on the other hand, it's like the bastard sibling no one wants to put up with. But alright, let's get into this. Higurashi Sotsu, which is the answer arcs to Higurashi Go, would air this year from July to September with 15 episodes. The dub would premiere on Funimation out of Studio Nanako. Or Nanoko? Well, it has the word no in it, and that's my thoughts process on any dub that this studio touches. They did Kaguya-sama Love is War, for those who don't know. I've heard that dub is terrible, haven't seen it, but I heard the dub is fucked. Show by Rock Season 3, or Masho Mars. Look, I know the name of it, I've seen that. I actually watched that with Dai last month. Don't ask. It's weird, but I can tell you this, the dub sucked compared to Season 1 and 2. And obviously what our topic is of today. They're a studio that Funimation outsources to on occasion, I found out. Very recently, in fact. And being as how I've seen 2 out of the 5 or 6 shows they've touched, and the dubs for them are both terrible, and I've heard Kaguya-sama's dub is crap, I never want to see this studio touch an English dub again as long as I live. Unfortunately, though, it's the English dub industry and the anime industry in general. It's fucked. Anyway, the dub would run from August to, well, yesterday at the time of this, actually, give or take. And where do I even begin? Okay, so Higurashi Sotsu as a whole, I'm not gonna front. Most When They Cry fans are not fans of Sotsu for the obvious reason. It is 15 episodes long, with 13 of those 15 episodes being mostly nothing but recycled footage of Go. And unless you have the memory of a goldfish, well then, it's going to be very irritating to sit through. Just imagine for me, I sat through it twice. I sat through it once in Weebanese, and then once again in dub. And trust me, it was just as irritating on the second watch through, especially when the dub is garbage. But alright. I guess the best way to break this down is arc by arc and explain some of the problems I had with it. I'm not going to go into a deep retrospect like Bleach, or at least try not to. But just, yeah, if you've seen Sotsu, then this is for you. Let's say our grievances out together. Sotsu's first arc follows Rena going into madness. Not Dena or Lena, you daft twats who handled this English dub. Fuck off. Anyway. And our entire voice cast returns. I should mention that. I'll go over the new voice actors as we get to them, but there's not very many to cover, being as how, well, recycled footage again, so we don't really have to cover much. Anyway. So, yeah, the first answer arc is Rena going into madness, and answers the first 4 episodes of Go. Those who've seen Sotsu already know this. And yeah, we already know Satoko's the main antagonist, so how does she impact this arc? Oh, it could have been any number of ways. People's theories that were interesting were, maybe she promised Rena a happy family life with, her mom and dad not splitting up in a different fragment. No, she just injected Rena with H173, the Hinamizawa virus, while she was knocked out at the nurse's office because she wasn't feeling well. Okay, that's kind of more mundane and boring. You really could have come up with anything else? Really? The interesting thing about this arc, though, is we do get Rena, who happens to be a, I guess, prostitute, hitting on Rena's dad, trying to, basically do the, damn it, Badger's game, right? That's what it's called? Basically hitting the guy up for money and it's a gold digger. That's the best way to give the TLDR on it. Well, in this fragment, Rena remembers how she fucked with Rena in the past Higurashi series, the original 06 anime and visual novel. So she wants to have a turnaround. Rena is the one voice actress I could find info on. So in the original, she was voiced by Kirsten Potter, who we covered here before as Ron Tao in Bleach. And that's basically it. She's barely been in anything else. And in this adaptation, she's voiced by Morgan Le Ray Garrett, who we covered here before as Coconut from the Nekopara anime. Oh, hey, look, another anime Funimation fucked up. Elena in Gleipnir, and Seraphim in Is This a Zombie? Two shows I'd much rather be watching, I promise you. Anyway, Rena has goes to talk to Rena to confront her and apologize for how she fucked up. And yeah, you all know where this goes. Rena ends up murking her. If you've seen the original. If you haven't, well then, Go and Sotsu is probably going to be very confusing for you at this point anyways. And I feel so sorry for you. Don't watch Go and Sotsu if you haven't seen the original. Please don't. Alright though. Moving on from that, what follows is what you could expect. Rena going crazy, going after Keiichi because she's a paranoid wreck. And yeah, I'd say the scene where Rena murks Rena is probably the closest this gets to feeling like old school Higurashi. The tension is there, the mounting atmosphere is set, and yeah. Also, I have to bring up the meme scene of how much blood Rika has in her body when she murks herself in this arc. What the fuck? It's comical. There's a reason people were calling the Sotsu a dark comedy. But alright. Let's move on. The second arc... Oh, and also I should mention in the dub department, Morgan Garrett did okay as Rena, I guess. She's barely here, though, so it's not like you get anything on her. Comparing the two, it doesn't really matter. Rena's a bit character. Hell, I think she's here in Sotsu less than she was in the 06 anime. That's saying something. But alright, the second arc is Mion's descent into madness, and again, it's even more stupid. They don't even answer how Satoko infected her. You just see, like, Mion and Satoko leave the game store, and Mion's infected now, and it shows an empty syringe of the H173 there. It's like, what? That doesn't even make sense! Mion is probably one of the most intelligent characters in this franchise. How'd she fall for this? Whatever. And this is where actually the dub really hits shit bottom. So, let's see. Rika calls Satoko Satoka in one scene. We have all the Dikas, Likas, Denas, Renas. Mion murks her own sister, and her voice cracks hilariously because Michelle Rojas can't voice this character properly. Yeah, kind of sad. It's honestly hilarious. The scene isn't like, I guess heart-wrenching or whatever they were going for here. In the dub, it's hilarious. I can't even make it up. Alright, moving on from that. A lot of people said that this is one of the dumber arcs, and yeah, Shion's arc in the original series, I agree with people, is probably one of, if not the best arc. So seeing it from, if Mion went insane, and seeing it devolve into very similarly, without much variation, or deviation, I should say, from what would happen if Shion went crazy, or what happened when Shion went crazy. Wasted potential. But alright, Arc 3. The worst arc in Sotsu. Fuck off, pop-up. Anyway. You know, it's the one where Teppei comes back. Satoko's uncle, and he had a redemption arc in Go. So in this time, Satoko is basically trying to play both gens against the middle. And no complaints here with Brian Massey. I think he did great as Teppei. Fucking awesome job. Which I do have to give out credit here, alright? This dub is dicks, but it's going on directing. I know it's directing. Because I've heard these voice actors in other shit. I mentioned that before. And Teppei does a good job. Brittany Lotta as Satoko steals the show and most of the scenes she's in. Most of my complaints from last time obviously apply here, but back to this. Something I picked up on in the dub here. So, Eric Vale is one of Teppei's friends. Eric Vale is Future Trunks from DBZ, right? He's also Diablo in How Not Summon a Demon Lord. He calls Teppei Techon, you know, using the honorifics, which doesn't make any sense because it's not consistent with this dub. Again, he calls him Techon, yet Mion and Shion, for those who are unaware, in the Japanese version, their names for Keiichi, their nickname is Keichan. That's not used in the dub at all. Yeah, is it pedantic to point this out? Maybe, but it's inconsistent, and I'm pointing it out because it's fucking stupid. I hate this dub. As far as that goes, this arc being 5 episodes and Sotsu was unfucking necessary with all the recycled footage, which I should mention, I don't think they redubbed a single recycled scene from Go. So, yeah, you could call them lazy if you want, I guess. But all it did was just highlight all the terribly dubbed scenes from Go, since I got to sit through them again. As far as this arc as a whole, I don't know. It didn't need to be this fucking long. I should mention the first 2 arcs were 3 episodes apiece and had very little new footage too. It's a fucking mess. Oh yeah. Koi Dao, when he's trying to get people together to help Satoko, he says 5-0 school classmates for Satoko instead of 5 of. He says 5-0. That's hilarious, right? Anyway, let's move on from this. The 4th arc, episodes 12 and 13, are just the answer arcs again for episodes, what is it, 14 through 17 of Higurashi Go, which aren't needed. We don't need to see at this point that Satoko gave Akasaka the Hinamizawa virus. We could infer that at this point. You didn't need to tell us this. Fuck, if they took out all this recycled footage, this series would be about 6 episodes tops. Jeez. Anyway, we also get more on Hanyo's past, and she calls Oyashiro Oyashira. Yeah. And when we see her interact with the game club, and she introduces herself as Hanyo Furude, Rena says Harude with an H. Again, dub issues only. This is fucking fantastic, guys. Sure you don't want more takes here? No? Didn't think so. But yeah, my man Akasaka got done dirty, man. He was in 1 episode of Go and 1 of Sotsu, and it was just the same recycled footage. Alex Lee, I'm sorry. You would have made a great Akasaka if given more screen time, but apparently this sequel series hates you. Anyway, let's see here. I know this is a little more rambly than my usual shit. Well, all my shit's rambly, but you have to understand, alright? This dub angers me in ways that I can't even explain. The last 2 episodes are the most new footage, brand new footage actually, where the shit's revealed. Satoko's evil. Rika and Satoko have an epic Umineko-esque witch duel that makes no fucking sense. Is it cool? Yeah, but ask yourself this. Is it earned? No. And being as how when the fight starts, Satoko is beating the hell out of Rika, shouting, "I hate studying." It makes it really dumb. You're having an epic witch fight where you're shooting blasts and going through different dimensions and fragments and stuff, and Satoko's bitching about how she doesn't want to study for school. Like, what is this? After watching Satoko commit massive amounts of murder over this course of shit tons of fragments, it makes it really dumb. Damn it, Sotsu. Why do you suck? There's even a scene where Satoko says that Rika will have fangirls if she goes to St. Lucia during here. Was fangirls a term in the 1980s? I don't know. Maybe I'm being the idiot here. Oh, and don't even get me fucking started on Awa, the Umineko alleged character. I'm saying alleged because Ryukishi apparently just pulled out at the last second, like, no, I don't want to link it to Umineko anymore. Fuck you. Why? Why'd you even bring this character up in the first place? Oh, just to give Satoko her powers because the plot couldn't happen without it. Alright, sure. Anyway, she sits there the entire fucking series just going, ah, yes, child of man, you are amusing, blah, blah, blah. That's it. The whole damn series. No. No, no, no. Bad. You know what you did. Go away. Go get in the Umineko box and never come back. Seriously, what happened? Anyway, Hanyo gets ready to fight Awa, and because I haven't bitched about the dub enough, Xanthe Huynn's power-up screams are fucking terrible here. They really are. She goes, oh, and that's basically it. It's awful. I don't understand what directing are we going for here. Whatever. But yeah, it's just Awa and Hanyo going back and forth about a miracle can happen, a miracle can't happen. Yes, it can. No, it's fate. And that's the majority of Awa's shit this whole show until Hanyo finds her, and then Hanyo goes on about miracles. It's really dumb and repetitive. It doesn't help with the recycled footage either. Anyway. So, apparently Satoko getting discovered by Rika because Satoko accidentally fucked up when Rika gave her a birthday present, that counted as a miracle? No, I just think Satoko fucked up. Not sure how that counts as a miracle, but whatever. Let's see. Satoko and Rika using the sword that can kill loopers. Rika discards it like, I'm not going to kill you. You're my best friend. All is forgiven, even though you murdered people for hundreds of years in other loops, etc. And the sword materializes with Hanyo so she can slash Awa. Awa turns into a lolly for some reason. Trust me, I've covered everything lore-related when it comes to the When They Cry series up to this point. Like, I've absorbed all of it. This doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe someone can explain. I don't get it. But hey, Emily Fuhardo, I guess she fucked up too, because her scream when getting hit with a sword is hilariously bad. Like, I know this is rantier than my usual shtick and not very well put together or scripted, but I can't. They didn't care about the dub. I'm trying my hardest to care, but it's making it hard to when this fucking show sucks and the dub doesn't help. Anyway, Satoko and Rika make up. The club members show up and say, you know, you don't have to follow the same dreams to be best friends. Sometimes distance is good, etc. And it just makes you think, you fuckers didn't contribute anything this whole time. Why are you here? What happened? And you know, there was prime potential here. Rena was left alive at the end of most of the fragments, so was Keiichi, and being as how I've already seen memories transfer over from fragments now with Satoko meddling with them, it would have made more sense for them to help piece together that Satoko was the culprit with everything we've seen, but no, fuck that. The club members do nothing. And they have the nerve to play Dear You as the final credits theme. If you're wondering what Dear You is, that's the main theme of the visual novel. And again, probably one of the best visual novel themes in my opinion. Yeah, fuck off, Ryukishi. This wasn't earned. It's like the last two episodes it was, oh shit, we gotta wrap this up, and moved at a breakneck pace. As far as the new characters that showed up, I didn't mention before, Kazai has a cameo appearance in one episode. I couldn't find who voiced him. He was Steve Kramer, you know, Sarutobi in Naruto. In the original dub. This one, though, I have no idea who it is. I went to multiple places, couldn't find shit. Satoshi also wakes up from his coma in the final episode. Why? That's not really needed. But whatever, couldn't find out who voiced him in this dub either. Pretty sure it was Daryl Gibo or Ryu Gamine from Durarara in the original. But yeah, he only had one line of dialogue, couldn't really give much. Same with Kazai. I can't give much on the performance because barely talked. I don't know what else you all want me to say, alright? Sotsu's a bad show. It is a blemish on otherwise a really good franchise of When They Cry. And the dub also had the nerve to fuck up one of the best conversations from Umineko. Again, is the conversation earned? Probably not. Just thrown in there to make a cute reference to Umineko between Satoko and Rika, where they had the exact same conversation. I believe it's from episode 5 or 6. It's one of those two episodes. Someone will correct me. Of Umineko, the visual novel. Where they basically say, we'll meet again when they cry. Whoever they are. You know, the name of the franchise, When They Cry. That's why in the dub it's, we'll meet again when something else cries. You really couldn't think of a better way to fix that, dub? Really, guys? Alright. I've covered everything. The show ends, like I said, with Rika going off to St. Lucia, Satoko hanging in Hinamizawa with her reformed uncle and Shion. Satoshi woke up. Everything's happy. This ending wasn't earned. Satoko murdered hundreds of people over the years and is just immediately forgiven like nothing happened. Remember, those fragments she left are still fucked, those alternate world lines. But no, she's just forgiven. It's cool. Not even a thing about it. Not a hint of remorse from her. She just hates studying, so her and Rika agree to split up. That's it. Alright. I've had it. Fuck this show. And you know what? Fuck every dub studio under the sun for this. Okay? So, fuck Geneon for the rush dub of the 2006 series. Fuck Sentai for not dubbing Higurashi Kai Season 2 or Rei, the OVAs. Fuck Sound Cadence for not giving us any information on the Umineko dub. I don't know what happened there, but fuck it. I gotta say screw them somehow in this. And most of all, fuck Funimation and Studio Nautico for destroying Higurashi Go and Sotsu in what is one of the most frustrating dubs I've had the pleasure of sitting through in the year 2021. And I just finished Squid Game's dub. And no, if anyone's going to say, well, the voice acting, yes, the voice acting isn't the problem most of the time. It's the sheer disregard for the scripting, the character pronunciations, and everything else. Again, a lot of the time, it's obviously poor directing. And you know what? Just common criticism, all right? You know, calm criticism here, okay? All right? Michelle Rojas, as an ADR director, you're fucking shit at your job. Jeez. That's it. I've had all I could stand. All right. After Hellsing, the original series, which was terrible, but the dub was solid. Squid Game, which the show was really good, but the dub was garbage. And now this, where everything sucks. I'm 3 for 3. Fuck. I gotta find something else good to cover. You know what? I don't know what I'm covering next, but sometime soon, I gotta do some classic anime. Alright? Expect some really good classics coming in December. Classic December. That's what I want to title it, if all goes as planned. And now I can finally close the fucking door on the When They Cry franchise, alright? I need a break from it. After sitting through Sotsu, I feel like I was burned, alright? I sat through Sotsu twice, like I said. The dub sucked. The show sucked. Let me know your thoughts on Higurashi Sotsu. And I guess I should sum up real quick my thoughts on Go. Go was okay. Go had such good potential. And Sotsu, with all the theories everyone had, someone was saying, oh, Keiichi's going to die at the end of this and sacrifice himself to mend the bridge. That'd be cool. But no. Instead, we got the most basic bitch ending that wasn't even earned. Ryokishi, you are a brilliant writer. I will praise you to high heaven for the original Higurashi and Umineko, but this is probably one of your worst fucking works, my friend. Seriously, this sucks. Anyway, I'm sure you guys are tired of done hearing me bitching. Yeah, tired of done. Yeah, great English. Clearly I was in this dub too, evidently. Alright. And you know what? I don't think I'm going to touch a dub from Studio Nanako ever again either. I've seen what they do. They suck. I'm out. Alright? Let me know what you thought of Sotsu and Higurashi as a whole. If you haven't seen it, please, I urge you to go check out the original visual novel and 06 anime. And Umineko as well. And if you're curious, watch Go, I guess. But Sotsu, I find really hard to recommend because, yeah, it's not great. It's really not. If you step back and look at it, it's objectively not very good. But I'm going in circles now. I hope you have yourselves a fantastic day. And no, Rika, no amount of knee paws can save us from Higurashi Sotsu's dub. Oh, shit. Fuck you, controller. Anyway. Oyashiro Sama's curse is clearly this fucking dub because it sucks. Oh my god, why? How does a dub this bad come out in 2021? And how are not more people talking about... Oh, because more people didn't watch this in dub. They watched the sub and said this sucks. Fuck this, I'm out. Anyway. Till next time, guys. Hope you have yourselves a great day. Let me know what you think of Higurashi and all that stuff. Till then, maybe you guys hated the dub as much as I did, or maybe you didn't. And if you didn't, please tell me why. This dub's not good. It's not. But alright, guys. Join me next time, because next Dubster Dive, hopefully it'll be better than this. I hope. I don't know. Till then, have a great day. And hope you all had a good Thanksgiving, because what I'm thankful for at the moment is that this show's fucking over, bitches! Higurashi Sotsu, not Dubster Dive. Losing my mind. I've got to get out of here.